Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey everybody, this is Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. Welcome to the Red State Update podcast. Thanks for coming back listening to it today.
It's not Jackie, I said my name twice. It's not Jackie Bros, it's just Jackie Bros, but I just stumbled on my tongue and said my name twice.
Well, you said it on a podcast, so that makes it true. From now on, your name is Jackie Bros.
No,
you want to hyphenate it?
No.
You want to put one in parentheses? How you want to do it?
I don't even know all that English stuff. My name's Jackie Bros.
Well, no, it's not. It's Jackie Bros.
No, it isn't. I went out of my way to correct myself. That's
too late.
Just like
Mick
Mulvaney.
No one believes him either.
Well, that's true.
He said the right thing at the beginning, which was just coming out and saying that they like to do crime.
Yeah.
And
everybody does it. Everybody's a criminal, and just like everything else we ever done.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, well, I didn't say the words quid pro quo. That's reporter language they trying to put on me. I'm out here speaking my truth, which is whatever Trump tells me to speak.
Well, it ain't just reporter language. About to find out it's also, lawyer and judge language and all sorts of stuff. We're about to find that out, I guess. Not that it's going to make a damn difference, but still. But I did say Jackie Bros, and I'll own up to that, but I didn't. It again is slip of the tongue. I guess I am Mick Mulvaney now as you say it, but
are you trying to weasel out of something?
Well, the stakes are a little different in this case. I said my damn name wrong. I didn't say, I ain't starting no wars.
Jackie, when it comes to the law, I like to believe that we're all subject to its caprice.
The hell we are.
Except for the president, of course.
And anybody associated with the president. Well, that's not true, because some associates are sitting in jail right now. Some of them sitting in there for a few years, yeah.
You think any more's going to wind up in there?
Well, hell yeah.
What about Trump?
No, he ain't going nowhere. But they'll put as many of his, what they're going to find out, he ain't got no friends. I'm about to say they're going to put his friends in there, but he ain't got no damn friends. He care less. He'll throw his children under the bus if he has to. You wait and see. He'll raise holy hell beforehand, but if it comes down to it, he don't give a damn.
Succession.
Huh?
You watch that Succession?
What is it?
That show on HBO, Succession?
No, I don't.
We're turning this one into a Succession after talk show.
What is it?
We're going to talk about Succession after. Do you think if his kids, would he throw them under the bus to protect himself, or would he throw them under the bus to see how much they want to protect him?
I think it'd be a little bit of both.
He gets off on it either way.
He likes his little girl, one of the girls. He likes her the best, the one that's in the White House. The rest of them, he don't. I mean, I think he would do her last if it come down to it.
Is that a weird turn of phrase you just used?
Let's say it, Jackie.
No, that he would do her last.
Wouldn't mean it that way.
You don't have to bring that kind of smut porn hub.
I wouldn't say it that way. I'm talking about throwing.
Oh, my stepdaughter tricked me. Listen, this ain't that kind of podcast. We're here to talk about the news and the hard-hitting facts.
You know what I damn well meant. I didn't mean nothing like that. Yeah, he's the one that makes references toward that, not me. He don't need my help in that department. It's awful enough as it is.
Jackie, listen, let's just say that it's good that the Trumps are here to weed out nepotism in Washington.
Oh, yeah, they're raising holy hell over that Biden boy.
They hate Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden, how dare he just use his daddy like that. Riding his daddy coat. I'm telling you, coattails to ride would not be Joe Biden's. I mean, you wind up by accident as vice president at some point.
Yeah, in other words, those are really not good coattails.
No, it's terrible. I mean, I guess
if the Trump kids had to make do with them coattails, they wouldn't even know what to.
No. Wouldn't know what to do with that. This is useless.
The Trump boys seem like they run a mall arcade in the 80s and deal coke on the side.
Yeah.
And you don't know which one of them works there, which one of them hangs out. Which is true to life. They are the worst. Hunter Biden was on TV, and I only wanted to punch him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't even know how to do it. That's what they say. I guess but his old man's much more punchable than he is. So these are sliding scales.
Yeah.
Just to run down what happened in the week and a couple days since we were last here.
Just barely open my mouth and bring up two or three things.
Just hit some of the highlights. Mulvaney's quid pro quo. At the press conference.
We covered that.
The G7, Doral, Trump wants to just have a big G7 conference at his own hotel.
Now, I can't do that. He mad as hell. Like the damn Democrats, I was going to throw on a good party, too. Everybody would have had a good time.
Well, Mulvaney says he still basically thinks of himself as in the hospitality business.
Well, obviously, he ain't thinking of himself as a damn
like
president.
He just plans banquets.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm here for the customer. That's what Trump always thinks.
All I do, listen, let me get, do I have to tell y'all again, I plan banquets and make a pathway for ethnic cleansing. That's what I do. I clear the way for that and do banquets and break the law. Yes. Other than that, that's all I do. Don't ask me about this or that. That's every day with him.
If the waffle maker is out of juice in the morning and you can't get your free waffle, come to me. I'll put some more of that stuff in there. I'll have somebody from the kitchen come in with a big pot of that glop, and they'll just pour it right in there, and you can get all the free waffles you want. Also, whatever Turkey wants. Turkey wants free waffles, I'll give Turkey free waffles. I'm in the hospitality business, or I'll set the Kurds up for slaughter. I'm here for you. Welcome to Marriott.
Pitiful.
But he's not going to have, he's heartbroken because he really wanted, he's going to get them rooms extra clean.
He going to get every single little bed bug out of there. He going to clean it like it's never been cleaned before.
Usually there's 2 or 3 bed bugs in there, but he said, nope, none.
He's going to get that whole place as clean as possible without one immigrant. Illegal immigrant that's here, yeah.
Have you ever seen Beauty and the Beast Be Our Guest? That's him, except instead of a pot or a fork, he's just a big pile of shit. Just singing and dancing. Just G7ing it up.
It's funny image, but not good for children of a cartoon, I don't think. Yeah.
And was there a point where the other countries were going to go along with this? That's the part I never got. Were they just going to show up to a Trump thing?
I think they're smart enough to keep a mouth shut to see what happens. I mean, they just like, are we going to this?
There's a group thread that does not include Trump, and there's one that does include Trump. And one day somebody's going to post to the wrong one. They're like, did y'all see this shit?
Just like
he's going to go off.
Just like the Trump administration does regularly with the Democrat congressman. Here's
the press.
Here's a talking points. Oh, no, they're not. Mick Mulvaney, I said, no, I didn't.
There's a White House group thread that's just the people in the White House. And then there's one that includes the press for leaking. And then there's one that has Trump on it where they're just, Fox and Friends was great this morning. Did you see it? There was a part where they really kissed your ass. You probably won't check that out. We'll have somebody come in and show you how to do the recorder.
We've saved every episode of Jesse Waters for you.
Jesse Waters is basically, do they have him where he can just come by the White House like a jester? Like, I figure they put him in the outfit.
If not,
like Game of Thrones.
I think they have him on the outfit and they do that skippy thing on the computer where when he's feeling bad.
Oh, Skype him?
Yeah, they run that through the computer to Miss President. Oh, look who's on that. Come in, look who's on. And there's old Jesse Waters.
Well, that's just all of Fox News. If Trump wants to watch you and you're not on the air and he taped over it accidentally, they just Skype him on and they have to do a pretend show.
Just do it again, yeah.
Not Shepard Smith.
No, he's gone. Never thought I'd see it. Now listen, we've done our fair share of running the press down. They deserve to be run down. We don't call them the enemy of the people. We just call them idiots. There's a difference between enemy and idiots. But I tell you what, the Shepard Smith, I guess there's a little bit more integrity than I thought. Unless, of course, that was Bill Barr that met with him and said, get him out now. I don't know if they say
that could have happened.
That could have happened. It may not have been his intention. You know, he did it on his intentions. It could have been Bill Barr. He got to go. And the next day, Murdoch gave him the phone call. We don't know.
But now he's going. Where's he going to wind up, Shepard Smith, you think?
He can't go nowhere for a while. If you get out of your contract like that, he can't go talk on another news show. He ain't allowed to for a long time.
Can we just call him on the phone and see what he's up to? Does that count? I mean, this can't count for nothing.
I'd love to have a conversation with him. I think that'd be the best first interview we could ever get. We ain't going to get him on here. He ain't going to talk to us, but still.
Well, what if we say we won't talk about any politics at all?
That'd still be a nice conversation. I'd still like to talk to him.
How's the weather where you are?
Where is he?
I don't know. Does he have to stay at an undisclosed location? Is that part of his...
Well, he's been getting death threats and bomb threats for a long time. Maybe they'll slow up now that he ain't on TV telling the truth about the president.
People hate it when you tell the truth about the president.
Some people like it. Well, no, nobody likes it because the truth is awful. I don't like it because it's terrible. And then other people who just don't think there's some people, we were talking about this earlier now, some people know that everything he's doing is against the law and they think it's funny. They elected him to tear down this country. They didn't like what the country became. They didn't like America under Obama. They thought it was a terrible country. Everything's ruined. So let's just ruin it more. And I'm going to vote for him. So they're watching him and seeing all this stuff and thinking it's funny as hell. He's breaking every law. They associate themselves with him, like the hell with this, giving the finger to everything. He's doing it. Now, and then there's another group of people that don't know anything about any of this stuff we're talking about. And if they do hear it, they think it's completely made up. Wasn't there a third group? I can't remember.
There's one group that thinks he's Batman.
That's the crazy Q people. They're the Q people he told me about. They all think he's a superhero back there. He's going to root out all, like everybody thinks he's breaking the law. No, he's undercover.
He can't break the law because he's Batman.
Right.
I mean, it's sort of implicit with being Batman that you're going to break the law, but you're doing it to beat other lawbreakers, so it doesn't really count. But you're only doing it to break the law, not to enrich yourself or get people to stay at your shitty hotel.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, some people are like, he ain't going to make that much money. Like, that's the rule now. That's the...
He only allowed to make so much money. He ain't going to make a bunch of money.
He's doing it. He's in there. He's losing money on this deal. Best thing ever happened to the Trump brand is him being president. Like, he was successful. He was successful in a fake way, like Jack from Jack in the Box is successful. Like, he's not real. It's all character. Like, Jack in the Box doesn't actually run the Jack in the Box restaurants.
Right.
That's fake.
Right.
That's what Trump was.
Yeah. Same thing with all the hotels.
Except there are actual restaurants.
Yeah, there are restaurants, casinos, and on and on. He's the Jack in the Box face to it. That's it. Yeah.
But Jack in the Box would be much better president.
Oh, he seemed pleasant enough. I mean, he good at correcting people about.
Yeah, he's good. You can tell. Well, no, see, I'm falling for it now. He may be a racist asshole too.
We have to look back. You need to go back and watch every one of them commercials and just make sure. I think
you need to talk to people that work for him.
He hasn't been properly vetted, but as of now, he seems fine. Hell, before Trump was ever vetted, I'd seen enough clips from a TV show to know he's a butthole. I don't have anything to do with him. But Jack in the Box seems nice. Could be terrible. Well, yeah, could. We're not saying it is, and we're not in any way implying.
We're not endorsing Jack from Jack in the Box.
Not
just
at all.
Saying, don't come back and dig through this when he becomes president.
And nor are we in any way saying that he is a racist or there is information
that's true,
we don't know about that. He may be as nice as he appears to be.
That was 30, 40 years of reporting on Trump, telling us what was going to happen.
What a terrible human being it was, yeah.
But they wanted it. People wanted it. That's the thing. I think we have had a breakthrough today. People who voted for Trump want this on some level. There's a few different levels of want in it, but they voted for this. Where I was like, can't they see? Can't they see? But they can see.
Isn't this driving them crazy? Doesn't this always having to defend this and just twisting themselves in knots? Isn't it making them crazy? No, they're enjoying every bit of this. They did not like what America was, or what they thought it was, or what they thought it had become. They want, if America can't be our way, which of course, let's be honest, it's closer to their way than they've ever had in a long time. If America can't be our way, then ain't nobody gonna have it. We're gonna tear it completely down. Now, here it is. They're getting most of their way with all these judges appointed and on and on. There's gonna be some big decisions made up, and they're probably gonna be pleased with what happens there. But so they're getting what they want, but he's also tearing it down. So that don't make any sense.
They get it both ways. They get to watch it tear. It won't affect them till like towards the end of it.
Yeah. Well, farmers are getting affected right now. There's few folks being affected right now. Yeah. More than a few, I'd say. But hell, at this point right now, we saw that debate. Did you see? Well, didn't see it. I heard some of it or whatnot. Democratic debate. I don't know. It just I wouldn't put it past him to win again. I wouldn't. There ain't gonna be nothing left of the damn country after that, or it sure as hell ain't gonna be what it was. Right now, I don't know who's gonna beat him. I don't know who's gonna do it. I guess Bernie had a big old thing. Lots of people come out, but he just he did in the hospital not too long ago.
Yeah, but he looked great.
I'm glad it looks good. I'm glad it's doing better.
And full of energy out there, really just tearing it up. Yeah. All them people in New York cheering for him, AOC, give him her endorsement. Look fantastic.
Well, good for him.
I mean, he did have a heart attack, though.
He had a heart attack the last few weeks ago.
But like, whatever they did to him after the heart attack seemed to really bump him up a little bit there.
There may be some. It just seemed in the last week, because everybody said it's Warren, hers to lose at this point, and then all of a sudden it seems like it's Bernie again with all these endorsements and these big things, and Michael Moore said something about it. I'm endorsing him and on and on. But yeah, he's sick. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe like, hell, we need to hurry up and get him elected so he can start some of this stuff before it kills over. We ain't got but another damn year or two with him. So if we're going to do all this stuff Bernie wants, let's get him the hell in there now.
I know people, Bernie people say that the press is always bad to Bernie. But you are doing something right when you come out of the hospital having a heart attack and people are talking about how good you look instead of the fact that you had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So that is... Finally, maybe things are starting to look up for Bernie.
Maybe this was a turning point. Maybe this is what he needed. I don't know. I hope not. I don't want him again. I wasn't never too excited about a Bernie Sanders presidency, but Lord knows I want him out there saying what he says. I don't want him in the hospital. Don't want him hurting or sick. Yeah.
AOC endorsed Bernie. So many people excited about that. So many people saying, "Oh, what? I guess we're not all Bernie bros, are we? We're a real." Diverse coalition of people coming together, uniting to propel this country into the future. I saw so many just Twitter loops of white people, men, just white. I saw 200. Yes, we do. I guess we're sure identity politics is dead. Like 100. Where's all the Bernie bros now? Just like 750 white guys. I'm happy for everyone.
Sure. She welcome to endorse whoever she wants to. Ilhan, didn't she endorsed him too, I think? The whole squad did, I think, didn't they?
I think they were going. I don't think they all did, though.
Oh, they didn't.
I think people were like, oh, yeah, they're all going. Did they? I don't know.
I don't know. I think 2 of them did. That's enough, right?
I didn't pay attention to the rest of the... Are they out of the squad then, if they didn't?
They could be getting voted out.
Is there a second squad?
There's some turmoil behind the scenes of the squad. Yeah, squad number 2. I don't know.
I did not watch it. Did you watch the debate?
No. I heard bits and pieces of it. I didn't know.
What? Are we supposed to watch it?
I think some people expect us to, but I'm sorry, I can't. Please don't. I mean, I know
there was 12 people on there.
I can't sit through another one. All they did was run Warren down because they're worried about her now, and Bernie looked good. You covered that.
Mayor Pete turned into Meaner Pete.
Meaner Pete.
Some people like Meaner Pete.
Yeah, some people don't.
Some of them hate Medicare for all.
Yeah.
Amy Klobuchar, people said Amy Klobuchar had a good debate. I said, that is a debate I did not need to see.
Yeah. What is that?
Hillary Clinton was up there.
She was not. Hillary Clinton.
What? She run down Tulsi Gabbard. When did that happen?
She just did that on her own. She didn't need. She didn't need to waste the time. Getting makeup
she
on
is
and
smart.
Going on stage with the rest of them, 12 other people. You just say it. She don't have to do nothing. She's got evidently more power than she's ever had. Just after she lost the damn presidency, she got no job whatsoever. And everybody hangs on every word. Of course, she's got a little bit to celebrate about. Then the State Department come out and said there's nothing wrong with these emails. There's 38 people, I think, that did some questionable things, but nothing illegal was done.
And that's the Trump State Department looking into that?
That's the Trump State Department who was looking into that. He ain't going to be happy about this, I guarantee you that. But turns out that, can he hold up money from paying his own State Department? I know he can do it to Ukraine.
Sure.
Is there a way to
They do it all the time. That's what Mick Mulvaney said.
Well, they better be finding some, other job to bring in some money because
Rick Perry, I don't know where he's going to get his money from. Did he resign again?
I think it's the third time he's resigned. He said, didn't I tell y'all? I'm out the door. How many more times I got to tell you? Listen, I don't know anything about this. I'm leaving. See you later.
Rick Perry, I saw him in the cafeteria again. He don't want to lose that cafeteria discount is what it is. So I'm going to turn state's evidence, but I'm going to get some of his casserole first.
Rick Barry was somewhat concerned and also had come to terms with the fact that he was completely irrelevant. And now his he's upside down, I think, at this point.
Is he a hero or is he going to jail?
He's neither one. He's just Rick Perry. He's just stuck in the middle.
I heard he walks around, he puts his glasses on. He says, I'm smart now. Look at you dumb motherfucker.
Hey.
I'm the smartest one in here.
Even if he says I don't want to hear it come out.
Give me a test. I'll pass any test you give me. Print me up a test. I don't give a shit from one of them Christian textbooks, whatever we got in Texas. I don't give a shit. Do one that ain't from Texas. It's got real stuff on it.
I ain't got a job. I can sit around and take tests all day long if that's what you want.
I'm fucking Mr. Wizard. I'll build you a goddamn volcano right now. Get me some fucking baking soda.
Watch your mouth.
You dumbass.
Watch your mouth. I know all about energy. That's my job. Energy.
I'm Mr. Energy. Shit. All of it. Nuclear, cow shit, fucking gas station, all that energy. Light switch.
Watch. I don't wear glasses for nothing.
I think he's a go into jailer, but he might take some people down with him.
What did I don't know if he did anything. He distanced himself right away.
Is he one of the three amigos?
How do you go? Okay.
This really is dumb Watergate. I don't know. John Oliver, who come up with stupid Watergate? Watergate is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Nothing compared to this, though. Nothing.
I had to go back. In Watergate, Jackie, you're old. In Watergate, I'm sorry, Jackie, you're old.
Why?
When they go back in Watergate, they were breaking into, we don't know exactly what they were looking for when they broke into
They
Watergate.
were trying to get dirt on Democrats. Same thing he was trying to do Ukraine. He was just, we ain't going to send no place to break in a place. We just want to
But they were doing it for an election coming up.
Yeah, he wanted to know strategy. He wanted to know what is the Democrat strategy, what they got on us, what can we get on them, that sort of thing. Get info from a Democrat.
The one from 4 years ago.
No, not from the one 4 years ago. That, again, it just shows Trump's thinking. He's trying to, we got to get rid of this Biden, and Biden is doing a fine job of that on his own. He does not need the help from you or your sons or anybody.
Bernie Sanders had a heart attack, and he looked better than Joe Biden, and Joe Biden just had his teeth whitened. But to be fair, he was put under for that procedure. He was out for 3 hours. He had to have somebody drive him home. So that did wear him out a little bit that day. Bernie Sanders, I do not want to turn into a Bernie bro. I'm just saying, Bernie Sanders had a heart attack and come out like Jack Palance doing push-ups at the Oscars. And Joe Biden has had his son drugged through the mud. Like, he's got his wife and his son, right? Is that it?
I think at this point, he lost one. He lost both, but I think you're right.
He doesn't handle being challenged well. He's had a rough week. But he's not great at talking. He's not great at saying any words.
See, at one time I thought, well, Biden is just as bad as talking in some ways as the president is, and I thought maybe this is the perfect foil. Maybe we need to have a dumb argument. Maybe Trump doesn't understand but dumb talk, but evidently that's not the case. It doesn't seem to be panning out that way at all.
Well, Biden used to be glib and slick, and now he's just like, is that age? Is it
record players? Everything? Yeah, I don't know. He still has issued race stuff, which is always going to be there with him. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Trump versus Biden would be class president at the old folks' home.
Yeah. Still, again, if it's and trust me, the last person that's excited about a damn Biden presidency is myself speaking, and I'm sure a lot of other people, but. If that's what it comes down to, I ain't
happily.
I'll take that idiot over this one.
Whistling down to the polls.
I can honestly say this, and that dummy will get less people killed. And I'm saying they won't get no people killed, but definitely less people killed with Joe Biden. Less people locked up for no damn reason. Less people killed Joe Biden. Well,
a lot less innocent people killed, probably.
Now, Joe Biden...
Who can know the future?
Joe Biden may have caught up with all the people being locked up from a long time ago. Now, if you add those numbers up, it may be worse than what Trump's managed to pull off in a year. I'm just saying that's what,
No, we ain't got a favorite in this race.
Not at all, no.
There's a few that we think might do a little better job than some others. Hey, let's talk about the ethnic cleansing going on right now, Jackie.
Pitiful. It's just shameful. I didn't know for no damn reason.
Well, he wrote that letter to Erdogan, and Erdogan, it was a beautiful letter. I hope that somebody's putting together a book of Trump's letters, which is different than his tweets.
Kim Jong-un and all the letters he falls in love.
A slim volume. But I can't wait to open that up. It's just like a beautiful Valentine to diplomacy and the value of the written word.
All of his letters and all of his phone transcripts. That'll be good reading. That actually may all come out someday. You know that. That will be a book.
I don't think we have to wait that long.
No, I think we will see all that. Yeah.
So he wrote a letter to Erdogan that got thrown in the trash. He said, "Don't be a tough guy," but that's like pretty much what he's been doing this whole time.
He sent Pence and Pompeo over there and straighten this out. Yeah, y'all got get over there.
Good peace deal with those two idiots.
Right, yeah, real good peace deal. They basically, you got to, give them a few days to get the hell out is what we did. There ain't no ceasefire. And evidently they didn't give them 2 days. They still bombing them, trying to get the people out of there. Just pitiful, shameful.
We'll give you to the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Now you got Assad getting what he wants. You got Putin getting what he wants.
Iran
getting what they want. I ain't heard of Israel. Have you said anything? Netanyahu's pretty quick to come out and say he don't like something, or at least he was when Obama was president. He come out real fast. I ain't heard Netanyahu. He got his own troubles there right now. I understand that, but I ain't. Maybe he has, but I ain't heard Netanyahu say a thing about this. But none of this is good for Israel either.
Well, sometimes you just got to let them fight it out.
Oh,
except for Israel.
Except for Israel. No, don't let we got to protect them. But so they're moving all. At first, he said the reason he's doing this.
That all sounded bad. Let's just go back real quick and just say we're talking about right-wing Israeli. This is not the anti-Semite show, even though we were pretty bullish on Bernie. Listen, also, I'm not calling everybody who likes Bernie. Listen, he's Jewish. Look. Let's just all hug.
I ain't hugging you right now.
All right, so we're basically just criticizing right-wing policy towards Israel.
That's it.
They can do whatever they want.
I'm saying it's bad for Israel. I'm
in the long run, yeah.
Yeah, they need. I'm worried about them. This is not good for them. When something's good for Russia and Iran and Assad. And bad for Israel. I'm on Israel's side right there. You damn right.
Turkey, it's strong Turkey. None of this is good.
No, ain't nothing good for nobody except for the people that I mentioned. That's what Pelosi said to him and wagged her finger at him and said he had a meltdown, or he said she had, and then they put that picture out. Did you saw that picture? Pelosi standing in there, right?
Yep.
Every one of them generals hanging the damn head in shame, knowing she's right. They're all ashamed that they're working for Putin. Now, you look at this from a distance, and you look at the Mueller stuff, and look at this and all this, and everything he's doing is for Putin. Yes, you could think this is all planned out. We don't know what they said in those private meetings. The transcripts were thrown out. We were not allowed to talk to the translator. All this. Sure, this could all be planned out, but it also could be just him on the phone going, "What? You know." With the turkey, and just say, sure, y'all go ahead. It could all transpired with months of planning and devious strategy, or literally in 2 minutes of him saying goodbye on the phone to Turkey. Could either be one of those with this man.
I think Turkey is a tough guy. I think he figured out the best way he can bully Trump.
Yeah.
He's got them hotels there. Another way, he's a businessman. He's losing money being president, is what the Trump defenders always say, and yet it all seems like it still figures in. Where's all these Trump hotels? Russia,
Well, he
Turkey.
didn't get one there yet. Remember, he wanted one in Moscow.
Oh, they didn't put that up.
He worked real hard to get it put up. Remember, he said he never did talk about that, but then come out that that's all they did talk about for a long time. Yeah, it boils down to this man opening up a new hotel so he can be a host. Yeah, that's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants to do. Well, it's excuse his whole thing about this pulling people out for whatever reasons. Like I said, it could be either of those things. We don't know. Pulling the troops out, got to bring the troops home. We're just bringing them home. That's all we're doing. All of them coming home. That's what I said. That's what I'm going to do. I don't like war. I want our troops home, sir. Everybody does want our troops home. Of course.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. One of the best weird things he says.
Well, he ain't really bringing them home, though. He pulled them out of Syria, put them in Iraq. Going back to Iraq, which, from what I understand, people, that's more dangerous than where they were.
Well, Jackie's also sending some to Jackie's also sending some to Saudi Arabia.
Well,
listen, it's hard to get a direct flight.
Saudi Arabia is paying us for that, though. Remember, they're giving us money. That's the reason.
And a hotel, probably.
Hotel and paying us. We ain't making no money, but I'm making all the money for America.
Trump literally said, sometimes we just kind of ramble and go off at the mouth, and I don't know if but Trump said it's okay. Saudi Arabia's paying us.
Yeah.
People like, I thought you were bringing them home. Why are we sending them to Saudi Arabia? It's like, they're paying us.
They're paying us.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, mercenary money. We're making that now. Heck, what are you talking about? I told you we're going to make money, and that's what we're going to do.
He should put up a hotel for all the escaped ISIS prisoners. Maybe get a shower.
Somebody tell him that. I wouldn't put it past him. I'd be looking for that.
Trump ISIS. They love him, right? Because he's man of the year.
All ISIS has to do is write him a certain kind of letter, and he will fall in love. He'll build you the grandest Trump hotel you've ever seen.
ISIS prisoners get away on his watch, but we've still got a bunch of people at the border locked up.
A lot of children.
We lock up the children.
Let's put them in cages and let ISIS loose.
That is the hard, terrible truth that keeps me from saying if my Hogan's Heroes line about, well, if Trump is running a prison camp, it's like Hogan's Heroes. And he's the most like Schultz. I mean, because they're both Nazis and then all the other reasons. But Trump is very Schultz-like in stature.
Fat.
And, well, you're not supposed to fat shame.
Well, they're both big.
And brain.
30 days in the cooler.
Y'all. So, but he is good at keeping kids in cages. I mean, there's not a long list of things Trump is good at. There's not.
Oh, that's the third group of people that likes what he's doing. Just the straight up racist.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to bring it. It's people that don't like the country or want the country. The people that don't think don't believe any of this, that he's actually doing it. And then the racists who don't care what he does as long as it keeps brown people locked up.
Yeah, that's a strong constituency. Yeah, goddamn, he is going to win.
He may win, yeah.
So, Trump versus Pelosi, did he say third grade or third-rate politician?
Third rate, I think, is what he's saying. Yeah,
either way, it's...
Who cares? Yeah. She's in Jordan right now. Lord knows what we're doing over there, trying to straighten something out of this.
So, she's talking to Jordan, so I guess Trump's going to bomb Jordan next week.
That'll be our new enemy, yeah.
Shepard Smith's going through the end of the list here. Trump's going to sue CNN. He sent CNN a letter. So, that's going to be in the book of letters. That'll be...
I look forward to that one, yeah.
Mattis has a funny routine.
Oh, Mattis is hilarious. That's hilarious. Get up there and make a joke. I think that's funny, him doing the little comedy bits. I tell you what, now, I respect you for your service and thank you for the service, Mr. Mattis, but maybe he knows. I was about to say I'm mad as hell. He's out there trying to sell a book and ain't saying, look, we're in trouble, people. This is dangerous, which is every one of them knows. Kelly, all of them. They know that.
Also, people on Trump's side that see Mattis in a tuxedo, not just a tuxedo, but like a Batman villain ballroom scene tuxedo, making jokes about Trump. People are like, yeah, that looks like a goddamn swamp. So maybe save your Trump jokes for when you're not in a fucking tuxedo.
Watch your mouth. Well, that's true. People's probably saying that, but I don't need to hear the language.
When Mattis and Kasich and Romney all get together to form their band of mediocre heroes of the mediocre resistance, they are going to all be wearing those tuxedos. We'll be like, fucking shit.
Watch your mouth. Maybe Mattis knows. I want him to stand up and, defend, save our country, or at least attempt to, whether he can or not. So many of us want to save it, but don't know what to do. He probably in the same boat. What the hell can I do? Maybe he knows how to get under Trump's skin better than anything. He could have gone on every one of those MSNBC shows and said that we're in trouble. Our union has never been in dire straits as much as this in the modern history. We need to do something now. But maybe he knows it affects Trump more if he just gets out there and makes funny little jokes about him. That gets under his skin a lot more than
it does.
Yeah. Because Trump don't give two damns about this country. You could say the country's in trouble. He could care less. Yeah, it is. You're damn right. But you start saying, like, he's a dummy, or this, Yeah.
You're the dummy.
You're the
dummy.
dummy.
He can't even get wiped off the toilet before he got a tweet. Like, you're the dummy. You call Trump a dummy. He is pulling his pants up, stumbling to the bed where he left his phone.
Every one of these people that left them, every one of them is gone. Bolton, I guess we're going to see he's doing something. Maybe he is or already has done something. We may find out Bolton is a whistleblower. If not him, his mustache. One of the two is a whistleblower. We may be finding that out. Who knows? But we don't really know what Bolton has done yet other than get the hell out of there. But they've all done that. Out of all of them that got the hell out of there, got the ass handed to them on the way out, and stuff, the only two of them that has any integrity is Scaramucci, and Brosa.
The two from TV, the two most reality show ones, because they know how the game is played. They're Survivor in it. They switch allegiances.
There you go. I guess that's doing it.
They're not good. They're just trying to win a game.
Well, I'll take it if they're telling us how much trouble we're in. Somebody needs to do it. If that's a game, then so be it.
Just more names that Jackie can't pronounce. They're not really that hard, Jackie, but to pronounce them.
What's names?
Omarosa and Scaramucci.
That's what I said. Ruining it.
I like that song, Jackie.
I do too, and I don't. But the reason I like it so much, I want to hear it without you.
I like it so much, I want to sing it with my mouth doing voices.
Do that on your own. Don't do it on here. Put everybody else through it.
If I do it on my own, nobody gets to hear it. If I do it on here, there's at least 4 or 5 people.
Nobody wants to hear it. They want to hear the damn thing.
I got fans.
Man. I ain't one of them as far as your voice is concerned, or anything else.
Jackie,
Really, now I think about it.
Why you gotta run me down everything I do? Why you gotta make it where I can't feel good about myself for 2 minutes?
I like that song. That song's called. It comes on. A little bit of it comes on in between there. It is a Magic Cowboy by a great Nashville artist named Seth Timbs. I make sure I learn how to say his name correctly. Seth Thames.
How would you say that incorrectly?
Huh?
How would you mispronounce Seth Timbs?
Timbs.
I guess Timbs.
Timbs. Yeah.
Well, now you got me in my head about it. It is Seth Timbs, right?
Yes, it is. I made sure over and over again so I could talk a little bit about him on here. The reason being is he's got a brand new self-titled, which is I'm going to say it again, Seth Timbs, self-titled, it's called the EP.
Uh-huh.
And it is on Apple Music, Bandcamp, Spotify, Pandora, and all the places, he says. That's what it said on here. So that's Seth Timbs. If you like his music, listen to it. In here, instead of us singing our goodbye song, we're going to play a song off of the EP so y'all can hear it. You actually hear something that your ears may like instead of us caterwauling for a change. I know some of y'all like that, bless your hearts, but still, we're going to play a good song for you. So when we finish up here doing our local sponsors, we're going to play a song right off of Seth Timbs' new EP, self-titled. Seth Timbs by Seth Thames. Is that it?
Are you sure it's Timbs? I just want
Timbs, Seth Thames. A real good Nashville artist, good songwriter, good musician. We like him here. Of course, it does that little middle part, and then at the beginning, that's by William Sherrod Jr., also another fine Nashville musical artist, very talented himself. He does the theme song. What is it? What is Seth? Is that the interludes? What do you say? What is that?
The middle song.
The middle song. Beginning song, middle song. Seth Timbs does a middle song, Magic Cowboy. You want to hear, if you like that, trust me, you're going to want to hear a lot of his other stuff, and we're going to play a song off of his self-titled EP when we get done.
That's exciting. We're debuting a song. This is some corporate synergy.
I don't think we're debuting. I think it's already out there. Oh. People can get it. It's new, though. It did just come out. But it's
premiering it, though. Nobody's heard it before, right?
As far as our thing here is concerned, maybe. I don't know. A lot of big Seth Timbs fans could be listening to us. He listens to us every now and then, don't he?
I mean, sometimes people get hard up for things to listen to. Yeah. Sometimes when you play a podcast all the way through, it goes on to the next podcast you got on your thing, and sometimes you can't stop it, like you're at the drive-through. And you're putting an order in, and then when you get back on the road and you got some French fry grease on your fingers already, you're like, shit, I guess I'll just listen to this. And I think that's how we still have an audience.
Well, I know the first song, writer William Sherrod Jr. said he listened to the last Redneck Matinee that we did. He said, I couldn't sleep, listened to it real late at night. It was interesting, and it got me to put me out. So I know he listened to it at least once. Redneck Matinee is another one of talking to these that we do, but we only talk about great Southern cinema as far as what I'm concerned. Movies that I love that are Southern in nature. We actually do have, we get some people complaining to us, which I have every right to do.
We did get a tweet this week from, I'm sure we know who this is, but let me look up the account. They said, we know this ain't never coming. We know you ain't never going to do Smokey and the Bandit 2 episode of Redneck Matinee.
No, it's half done. We just got to work on get extra,
Cosmic Comics told us, at Quasar Comics said, which is probably somebody we know real good, probably a long time fan and listener. We know Smokey and the Bandit 2 is never coming, but it takes us a long time to research, and I did post a photo on Twitter of my research folder, if you want to go take a look at that over on our Twitter. Just that's proof that we are doing our due diligence. We got to get in there. We got to find everything out we can about elephants.
And we appreciate you, saying hurry it on up. We appreciate that. That means you want to hear it, so that's kind of you to ask about it. But if you enjoy Redneck Matinees and you enjoy this and here, and that ain't enough for you, say, hell, I need some more from these boys. Well, we got another one of these we do called 20 Extra Minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. That's me and him over there. But in order to hear that, you have to go over to, what is it?
Patreon.
Go over to there.
Go to patreon.com/Red State Update, I think, or search Patreon Red State Update. Go over there. If you give us $5 or more a month, you get access to 20 extra minutes with Jackie Dunlap. I think we've done 80 of them now that you can go back and listen to. That's like 20. Sometimes they long. We actually put up a test Smokey and the Bandit 2 episode on one of them.
That's right. So if you haven't...
and we were like, well, shit, we need to do this and over. Well, let's just put it up for free.
That's what we did.
Put it up for free for $5.
For $5. That would show there
Listen,
is...
if you give us $10, we'll put up something that really sucks.
And don't, let's not try to keep it at level,
We do appreciate everybody over there at Patreon. We got a few more people signing up. We got some people giving us more than $5 this month. Now, we really do appreciate you. We appreciate people giving us less than $5. Since it ain't about money, folks, Obviously, it's about our love for you, our personal love for you as an individual.
And your ears are listening. I appreciate every ear that listens, whether you can afford to help out or not.
So that's free. This one's free.
Yep.
Redneck Matinee is free.
Yep.
100 Ways to Love a Cat, podcast we are affiliated with. It seems to have stalled out at episode 50, although Jackie, last week you said was rumors they were going to come back and do another
rumors.
one.
I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but
you brought it up,
we're
so
affiliated
I just
with it. There's
that was going to happen.
But if you haven't listened to it yet, go over there. There's 50 of them to choose from. Listen to
free.
It. That's free. All those are free.
And then $5. 20 extra minutes.
20 extra minutes. And occasionally something special. Like I said, we did Smoke in the Bandit 2 on that. We said, hey, this is all right, but it ain't what we want to do, so we'll do it again.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was all right.
We didn't have the research part. It was just like an hour of us talking about it.
I guess if it was bad, people would have quit giving us $5.
Sometimes they do. They do sometimes.
Well, they have to sometimes. I can't afford it this month.
It's a roller coaster out there. We don't know what's going to happen with the economy. Trump in office, hell.
But we do appreciate every dollar that we get,
and
whatever.
If you'd rather give that $5 to any group of people that Trump regularly terrorizes, we do appreciate that
We appreciate that
well.
too, yeah, absolutely. But all that, I just want to know that all that money goes to help keeping us doing all three of these, helps us cover expenses of putting these up on the computer, keep the computer running, the internet's, all that stuff. We couldn't do it without you, so we thank you kindly for it.
I mean, I occasionally, beer.
It shouldn't go for that. You see,
lots of things shouldn't happen.
Well,
I could be I'm Mick Mulvaney these days. You know what? Sometimes it does.
What? Whatever it takes for you to get through it. I got a good local sponsor. We also do sponsor local sponsors to help us keep us up and running. They give us $25, and we're happy to talk about them and their products or the restaurant, whatever it is you got. We'll talk about it for $25. I tell you what, that's our local sponsor. All here located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So the people that live here, you've learned a lot about where to go have dinner, what to get, what you need to do. And if you're traveling through, maybe you'll hear a thing on here, give you something else to do while you're coming through town. You know, maybe I just got to drive through here on the way to trying to get to Kentucky, but hell, I don't know why you're going to Kentucky first and foremost. I don't know why.
Or Alabama. Listen,
Alabama,
why don't you just stop? Because you ain't going to get no better than where you are. If you're in Murfreesboro going any other way, east, west, north, south, where you going, to Arkansas?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Just hang out.
We're doing you a favor. You live in Murfreesboro now.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. So now that you live here, you want to know, well, tell me about this town. What's going on? What can I hear? What is there to do? Well, I tell you what you can do. Coming up, it's all week next week is a special deal. Now, same sponsor that we had, Coley Christian Cinemas, Christian Joker. Now, this is something else, local songwriter from Old Highway Post Methodist Church.
I wanted to ask, does that mean that that's the Old Highway Post Methodist Church, or is that Old Highway Post Methodist Church? Is that a hyphen? Is it post?
I don't see no hyphen. I don't see no
so
hyphen.
So it's either named after the Old Highway Post.
Yeah.
People run into that all the time. There's so many bouquets of flowers out there. They need to move that post.
Well,
or it could be a Post Methodist church that's out there on the Old Highway.
I don't think it's. I don't see no hyphen, so you have to ask him.
We need to call up a preacher or something.
Well, we can talk with next time we see old Willie Spoon, and we'll ask him. Oh yeah, Willie Spoon. That's not his name. He officially changed his name.
He changed his name to Christian.
Went down to the courthouse, did it. Turned out he did. There were rumors about it, but I guess he did. He's now officially Christian Joker. Would like to be referred to as such, and I will do so. For the $25 to give us, out of respect for him, yes, he is now Christian Joker. The movie Christian Joker is still playing.
It's burning up a box office.
Yeah, it sure is. Still
but it's
playing.
On the way out. It's dipped way down.
Well, people are excited about the Christian Penguin, which is coming out. They've been showing previews of it. It is playing, but people are really excited about that. So I think they're going to have to be fewer showings of Christian Joker and more. Penguin Joker, which originally was another
Penguin Joker,
not Penguin Joker.
Well, that would be good.
Well, you put
now
two
hold
together.
on a minute. Now the story of the Christian Penguin is that the success of Christian Joker led to Batman Returns,
cut up a Batman movie with a penguin in it, and made him Christian, give some gospel, sing some hymns, that sort of thing. Cut it in there, and people did not like it because they were thinking it was going to be actual penguin, like, dancing penguin cartoon or Morgan Freeman talking penguin.
I found out how they baptize a penguin when it's all ice.
Yeah.
They just cut a hole in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
And they tie a rope, and they have to sedate them to get them down in there. And they just drop them down in there, and then they're going to heaven. I don't know if it's the same one that humans go
penguin
to.
head. What is it?
And then they have a winch, and they haul it back up. And then they got to dry it off and to keep it from hypothermia. And then they, it's okay when it comes to.
Well, I tell you what.
It's a beautiful, holy moment. I hear it's the centerpiece of Christian Penguin.
To see all of these penguins' souls saved, they got it bad enough.
It's not just one penguin.
It's a lot of them. They do it over and over again.
I heard of them.
That's what I hear. I hadn't seen the whole thing.
It's a whole operation. We thought it was just, okay, well, they just taking Chili Willy, or they doing Morgan Freeman.
No.
But no, they filmed, they baptized, they went down, they spent some money, they flew down to Antarctica. Yep. Coley's come up off that money.
Yeah. And they said, made so much on Christian Joker, they got it to spend now.
Now, this ain't real. They're just dropping penguins in water. The penguins can't be saved. They're animals. They don't have souls.
But the movie inspires people to go.
In the movie, they're talking. Like Christian Joker does a voice.
Yeah. It ain't going to hurt the penguin to get saved. I'll say that much. It ain't going to hurt it none. He might as well.
Well,
there's a chance. Maybe,
they're doing their best not to, but apparently everything went okay. But it was risky.
Penguins got it bad already, global warming, all that sort of stuff. They already got it, so might as well save them. It's kind of like the Mormons do. They save all the people whether they want to be saved or not.
It was hard for them to find ice.
Yeah.
I think they had to ship some in. But they went down to the damn Mapco and filled up a bunch of cups with ice, and we're taking this down to the Penguin movie.
Well, Lord knows they need it, movie or not. Penguins need ice. But that's Christian Penguin. That's not what I'm here to talk about right now.
But I'm saying Penguin Joker.
But that's not. That was me misspeaking, like Jackie.
Well, but you make Christian Joker. We saw the movie Christian Joker, which they cut some scenes from the regular, not Christian Joker, and then they added some scenes of Christian Joker legally changed his name.
Yeah.
Singing and doing hymns.
Do a little scripture here and there.
And then dancing.
Yeah. It does a lot of dancing in that, yeah.
But what I'm saying is just combine the two so that you got this Coley cinematic universe opening up, and you got the Christian Joker, and you got the Christian Penguin, and then you've got the Penguin Joker, which is probably a penguin that got saved, but when they dunked him in the ice water, it turns out it was chemicals, and it dyed the penguin's skin Joker-like hues.
Oh, okay, now that makes sense.
And then he gets on talk shows and gives a big speech about society. Squawk.
All right. You may be on something there. Tell Cola people that I ain't got no say in it.
And I'm just brainstorming. I don't know if this is in Christian Penguin or in Penguin Joker. I don't know if they've already done this scene, but Jesus should come and be like, where's all the food? And it's like, well, we got like a fish and some bread. It's like, you got a fish is something I can work with, and then just so much fish, and then penguins just eating the shit out of that fish.
I love seeing that. That's something, a penguin eating the fish. I love it.
Because when you read about that in the Bible, you're like, well, I mean, that's good that he made all that food.
Sure,
bread. I don't want it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it don't sound appetizing. Back then, people were just hungry at a wedding. They were just hungry. It don't matter what you made. Yeah,
pallet of Chef Boyardee, Jesus. Now we're in business.
Well, they didn't have it back then. He would have done so if it was a wedding today, and it was going on now. Lord knows what he could have brought. But
penguins don't like nothing better than fish.
That's your favorite thing to do. And nothing I love more watching an animal eating another animal that it loves to eat. And that's just nature for you.
Well, then after that, we do Christian fish. And it's like maybe we take some Abe Vigoda, and then we also just have some fish getting saved too. But how do you baptize a fish? Oh, that sounds like a children's book I should write. Listen, I'm going to call up Mr. Coley, see if he can give me some development money on this.
Hey, be careful now. He may won't get a lawyer. They're not that he would steal anything or anything like that, but, these are a lot of, I think you had some good ideas there.
I do too. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jackie.
But you did. I'm trying to say, we're talking all about this, all the wonderful entertainment, Christian entertainment that Coley's Christian Cinema produces and presents for us. Get down there this week to see Christian Joker before Christian Penguin comes out, and it's just, you know, they're going to have to, the showing times will get less and less, you know, when the new one comes out. So go see Christian Joker, and to help people get you there, and trust me, you need to get there in this case. Take your ticket stub that you went to see regular Joker with, which Dunlap took me to see that damn thing this week. I saw a regular Joker. We went and saw that. And I
you didn't like it, no?
I ain't got nothing good to say about it. I see, but take your stub, because trust me, after watching regular Joker, take your ticket stub. You get in half off at Christian Joker. You get in half off if you bring your stub for regular Joker, and then once you get in there, the ushers will lay hands on you and pray for you, which you're going to need if you sat through that damn regular Joker, which you took me to.
So that praying regular Joker out of you.
Well, you need it prayed out of you after seeing that. I didn't care for nothing for it. It's just boring to me, too. Just him. How many times I watch him squirm around?
That is mostly Joker squirming.
That's all it does, is squirm around. He just sitting in the room, squirming around, walking down the street, squirming around, staring at the floor, smoking a cigarette. I can see that in the day of the week. Look outside at somebody.
Smoking cigarette's supposed to help make you stop squirming.
No, it didn't. It don't help him none. Nothing help him except, I don't give a movie away or nobody except shooting somebody, only thing did anything. Batman's the little boy. I got excited. You had Batman, regular Joker goes over to Batman's house and sees him playing in the yard. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Some spoilers here.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but if you ain't seen regular Joker, this ain't going to mess you up none if you go see
everybody
Christian
ain't
Joker.
got all the time in the world like you do, Jackie. A lot of people got message boards to post on.
What? Message what? Anyhow, what is it? Spoilers?
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers alert for regular Joker, not Christian Joker. It's totally different. There's a little boy in that, but you don't know he's Batman. He just asks about Jesus, and it tells him through the fence. But in regular Joker, I'm like, well, here you got little Batman. You go little Bat Boy. Remember Bat Boy?
No.
It's in the funny books. Wasn't it, little boy? Superman has little Superboy and had a little Bat Boy.
I don't remember Bat Boy.
Well, I was hoping a little Bat Boy, he gonna be a little Bat Boy, whoop the hell out of it, knock him out, help him out. He gonna squirm otherwise.
Yeah.
Knock him the hell out. But no, he didn't do that. But I don't. Nothing. Little Batman don't do nothing in it. There ain't no Batman in it. No Batman whatsoever. Nobody to hit him, knock him down.
People knock him down through the whole thing.
Well, not
because he's bad before he turns bad.
Right. He'd get knocked down.
I guess he's still kind of bad.
He's still kind of bad. I don't know either. You tell me. Somebody that miserable squirming all the time. I don't know. I'm not saying you should hit nobody, but, I don't want to watch 2 damn hours of it.
I think if you had to sit next to Joaquin Phoenix, Jackie, you probably would have hit him by now.
Well, might have happened. I don't know. I try not to hit nobody. I don't want to hit no one. Don't say that. But I'd get up and walk away probably. Like I want to get up and walk out of the damn movie theater. He don't even wear Joker face half of the thing. Just regular, squinched up, weird looking face. That's I didn't care for it.
I hope Robert De Niro gets a talk show out of this. I think he'd be great.
That's the only good part about it was during the talk show part. That spoilers alert. Old Robert De Niro's talk show. That'd be like a real good show. Like he needs to think about doing that because they just showed a little bit of it in this.
Trump show.
Hey,
it was weird in Joker when Robert De Niro just turned to the camera and said, "Fuck Trump."
Well, he does.
Fuck him.
I don't like that. I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't like the language.
A lot of people got up and left.
Any opportunity he can do it. Yeah, around here they got up now. Hell with this Joker.
I was on the same page with this up until now.
They should have stayed in there because otherwise, spoiler alert, they would have seen him get shot in the face. So they would enjoy that.
Alert,
spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert.
But that would be a good show.
Yeah. I'd like him in the band, everything is old timey. It seemed like an old timey show, but still too old for whatever time of regular Joker timeline was, whatever.
There was a time when there was a lot of people on TV that now we look back and go, they had no business being on TV. And this seemed like one of those shows.
Yeah. But either way, I'd like to see it now. I'll say it. If he done enough movies, he don't need to do any more movies. Go on TV, talk to people. I'd watch that. But yeah, Christian Joker, bring your regular Joker ticket stub. Get into Christian Joker half price. Ushers lay hands on you this week only. Be sure and do it because I think next week's when Christian Penguin come in, and you're going to want to see that too. You want to see Christian Penguin. I tell you what, just everything you described and so much more in it. And you learn a little scripture along the way. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nature and scripture all together. That's my kind of entertainment right there, I tell you what. So it's Christian Joker at Coley Cinemas, Coley Christian Cinemas. Yeah, that's my sponsor.
Well, I got a sponsor this week, Jay.
Yeah.
I think you're really going to like it.
Well,
There's, I hope what you're saying is true, that they're just trying to pray the regular Joker out of you. I hope it ain't a desperate bid to build up business, because we're talking about the Christian Penguin coming. Now we want to do Penguin Joker. We have a lot of good ideas to expand this universe. I hope it ain't like a Universal Monsters falls flat on its fucking face.
Hey.
Because I think that Wooly Spoon
Christian, he changed his name.
changed his name to Christian Joker,
Joker,
but he
Christian.
also went down to tattoo parlor.
Why?
That's why last week he was wearing sunglasses. I thought he'd gone Hollywood, but it turns out he's starting to get Joker makeup tattooed on his face because he says, I'm a Christian Joker now. This is a huge money train for me.
Oh, yeah, money train, just saving souls, too. Don't leave that out.
Saving souls, sure.
He's so committed to using this character to bring people to Jesus, he would go so far as to permanently alter his face and change his name legally. That man, he got the spirit of Jesus in him, I tell you that.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
But also, he said, this just a license to cash checks.
Well.
And I said, well, you know, things don't last forever, Christian Joker. And he said, well, I know that, but I got a lot of irons in the fire. I'm also part of the damn Gospel Ghouls.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns out people don't really take to him as part of the Gospel Ghouls. Now, the Gospel Ghouls are traditionally...
They're traditional Halloween type.
Halloween monsters. Now, you all know the story of the Gospel Ghouls, and this was Wooly Spoon's creation. He said Halloween has gotten too secular and too demonic.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just it's too secular, they don't even mention Jesus. And then sometimes it goes too far the other way. It's like they celebrate the devil.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
Well, when either of those things happen at your Halloween celebration, you could get on the phone and call 1-800-GOSPEL-GHOULS, and the Gospel Ghouls would show up. And they were funny. They were spiritual.
Little scared. Not real scared, but just scared enough for Halloween, yeah.
Just a little, Jesus on the top, just a little scary.
Yeah.
It was the damn, the hymn wolf.
Oh, yeah.
We did the werewolf who howls and caterwauls and sounds like some of your favorite bringing in the damn sheaves or whatever.
He arose.
He arose.
Hallelujah. Christ arose. Yeah.
There's a damn preaching vampire, which is just basically some of your favorite sermons you've heard over the years.
That one they could have done something a little extra with, I think. But it's still fine.
Blah,
it's
blah.
good. Yeah.
I will suck your blood. And also, Jesus will not turn his back on you.
He's a little more in depth than that, but I know you don't know the Bible, but yeah. He does a little more.
Nicodemus.
Yeah.
So, there was a damn, I'm forgetting some of them. The Gospel Ghouls, you know them all. The creature from the black baptismal pool.
Yeah.
When you get baptized, just sort of like, you stand, okay, you're in the baptismal pool. It's very quiet. You've heard the legends. You're like, I think I'm okay, but nobody's here to dunk me. I feel something moving underneath my legs. Coming up, grab you, hold you down. Just long enough where you're like, okay, should I say something? Then here you come, heaven.
Saved, yeah.
The damn scripture mummy.
He just a mummy, but covered in the word, the good word.
Well, yeah. I mean, it ain't like a damn. You ain't got to think too hard about these. The scripture mummy got Bible verse. He's a mummy. You can write on him, get a Sharpie out.
And Jesus quotes all in red, just all over him too. So it ain't blood. People think it's blood. Like no, those are that's Jesus. No,
you bleeding through your bandages, mummy.
No, that's
the words Jesus spoke.
Yeah.
No, they went all out on this. And, of course, Jesus' skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
And just to clarify again, some people always have questions, but Jesus' skeleton is not the skeleton of Jesus that went up to heaven with him when he did. Jesus' skeleton is a skeleton of a dead guy that Jesus animated to entertain all the people that come to see him because he couldn't get around to him that
Not
fast.
Lazarus. It's somebody.
Yeah. They don't even go into it.
Yeah, they don't. You don't need Jesus' skeleton. That's all you need to know.
It's Jesus' skeleton. He made the skeleton come to life.
Brought back to life to help him.
And that skeleton is not the person the skeleton was before he died. That person is dead and gone to heaven or hell, whatever happened. I don't know. That's not important. What's important is Jesus has his own skeleton now that comes like a pet that dances and entertains the crowds when he come around to see everybody.
Well, it saves people, too. It saves people and also heals people because there was too many.
Yeah.
The story is that when all the lepers were overpowering Jesus and help me, he couldn't get to them all at once, that he brought the Jesus skeleton alive to run around and help him,
And
gets all of them.
Yeah, well, he would dance, and if he accidentally bumped into you, you got healed.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
So, Jesus' skeleton is based on a book written by Woolley
Christian
Joker
yeah.
that Jesus' skeleton carries in a backpack with him, and he dances with the backpack on, then when he gets done dancing, he sells books out of the backpack. Maybe Woolley, Christian Joker's going to want to write a book about who the skeleton belonged to when it was inside of a person. I don't know.
That'd be a good prequel, is that what you call it, to the story? Or what do you call it? Prequel.
Maybe it wasn't a good person. Maybe we don't even want to know.
Well, it's good now, though. That's what matters. He put a devious, awful, dishonest person's skeleton to good use, and that's what Jesus did, and God bless him for it.
After they crucified Jesus, the skeleton, this is what Willie Spoon told me he was thinking about for a sequel. Christian Joker told me he was thinking about for a sequel, which was that Jesus' skeleton was supposed to hang out with the apostles, but it creeped them out too much.
Well, it's spooky. A skeleton. It's still a little scary. Like for Halloween, it's just enough appropriate scary, but not too much.
So he said what he's going to have is Jesus' skeleton invent Halloween, and that ties it to Christianity.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense right there.
He just lived in a graveyard and creates Halloween.
Whatever it does to bring young people and people that love to celebrate Halloween sure, get your candy. Go have a good time. But if it can bring you closer to the Lord by listening to any of the gospel ghouls or all of them, I think they all do. They ever go out separately? Or they
kind of complement each other.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. They all have to be there. And I guess now still with Christian Joker, right? Even though people
are, it's
so
a different
strange.
Energy.
You would think you'd want, here's a good thing, and here's a good thing that brings you to the Lord. Let's make that clear.
Avengers.
Put it all together, then you got something better. But in this case, people just
Justice League.
People don't seem to want to take to it.
Total Justice League.
I guess, but
they do not like the energy that Jesus' skeleton brings. Plus, these tattoos are infected, and also his hair looks terrible. And he smells funny, and he's smoking nonstop because he says the Christian Joker, you can still smoke and be a Christian.
Well, that's true, yeah.
And I don't know when this started, but he started dating Susie Whiskers.
What?
And but they are just smoking like chimneys.
Who's dating
the Christian Joker?
Christian Joker. You said Jesus Skeleton was smoking all these cigarettes, but that's
he's smoking too.
Oh, okay.
But I meant Jesus' skeleton is smoking with Christian Joker.
All right, okay.
I started to get tangled up in my mind. I don't know how Kevin Feige does it. I get them all mixed up. Feige? Listen, also, so Christian Joker energy, putting people off. But he said, you know what? If I run this into the ground and people stop coming to it, I don't give a shit. I'm investing a lot of money in my face and how I look and appear. And if it runs people off, I don't care. I'm staking. This is the hill I'm going to die on. The Christian Joker hill.
Well,
I said, because movies don't. They come and they go. There's fads. He said, nope, Christian Joker's going to make more money week after week. It's going to make more money in its 10th week than it did its first week, times 10.
If he tattooed Star Wars on his face, it'd be fine, wouldn't it? I mean, that's still how old is that? And people still got that all over them.
Well, I don't think Christian Joker is Star Wars.
Well, I didn't say it was. I'm just saying you don't know. I'm just
true.
saying,
You don't know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen.
Who knew Hocus Pocus was going to be so popular 30 years on?
I don't know.
Now that's a big thing.
Yeah.
You think Kathy and Jimmy thought like this? They'll be showing this everywhere in 30 years.
Oh.
So Christian Joker is out there with the Gospel Ghouls for now, and I think if you give it a chance, it sort of makes sense. He just sort of lurks in the background and twitches. But what they got coming up, and they've been doing this Bible trick-or-treating at the damn parking lot for booties, which was at the ass-themed restaurant. We weren't sure if it still was open or not.
Is it open? Did you find out?
Wednesdays and Thursdays.
I guess that's where they need the Gospel Ghouls is around that place. People going there, I guess they need to get to the Lord instead of looking at rear ends, I think.
I just thought asses,
all right,
wings.
Watch it.
And somehow they couldn't make it work. But they got a big empty parking lot, and it's a perfect place to pull up in an old-fashioned horse and cart and to have the Gospel Ghouls Halloween leaf ride. That's true. They got a big old cart, and all the kids get in there, and they're going to take that horse and buggy all through the spooky woods, and the Gospel Ghouls going to jump out at you and praise Jesus, and they're just scary enough, and the Joker probably just standing there criticizing the way things are for...
Wait. You talking about hay ride? That's the old hay ride. That's
what did I
mean.
say?
What did you say? Leaf ride?
Oh yeah, because it's leaves. It's Susie Whiskers.
Oh yeah.
She finally found something to do with all these leaves.
Artistic.
Yeah. Susie Whiskers of Artistic Leaves. If you go back a few episodes, they were a big sponsor for us. Regular leaves, cheap leaves. I can't remember.
Well, Lord knows you got enough leaves to do something.
Caden and Cody and. Cootie, they're driving the horses.
Wait a minute, you got them
and forking in more leaves.
You ain't gonna be able to breathe between the three of them. A Christian Joker.
Oh yeah, they're smoking a lot.
Smoking cigarettes. They all gonna be in there. If you got Jesus Skeleton smoking too, I don't know if that's safe to be smoking around dry leaves like that. All of them chimney snacks.
Well, they can't do Jules. Them things are killing people.
What is it?
Jules. So go on down to Booty's parking lot. They doing it Wednesdays and Thursdays. Do Bible trick or treat where you get in the car and knock on a window, and the password is Leviticus. And then they roll down the window and they throw some candy at you. You can't be too sure. You're sitting in a car with a bunch of candy. You're a sitting duck. So there's got to be a password. It's Leviticus. You could just be dressed up like a kid and intend to rob somebody. You could be Antifa for all anybody knows. So password's Leviticus for Bible trick-or-treat, Bible parking lot trick-or-treat down there at Booty's parking lot, Wednesdays and Thursdays. They should be doing it on the days they're not open, so I don't guess it matters. I don't get many customers. If I want to go to Booty's, I just drive through and look at the window. You ever do that? Like, I want to go into Hooters, but I don't want the shame of people seeing me go in there. So I'm just going to park here and look at the girls through the window.
No, I don't do any of that, no.
So that's Booty's, Halloween Leaf Ride, Gospel Ghouls, Christian Joker.
Right.
I think that's all of them.
That's all of it there. That Leaf Ride sounds dangerous to me. If everybody there, they can... but I know they can't go smoking for at least... how long does a Leaf Ride last? An hour? 30
it's about 3 or 4 hours. They have to take a cigarette break. Yeah, no.
Well, at least they take a break and they ain't smoking along the way, because that's dangerous around all that dry leaves. I don't think that wouldn't want my children on that.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster. Hold on, let me just call up fucking Booties and make sure.
Watch your mouth. Do whatever.
Get on the phone.
While you doing that, I'll wrap things up here. Thank y'all much for listening. We'll be talking to our people, pad zones here in a minute, in 20 extra minutes. But right now, we're going to play a song by Seth Timbs. This is off his new self-titled EP.
Yep.
That's up on the Apple and the Spotify, Pandora, all that stuff. This song here's Enjoy It. I know you will. If you like good music, you're going to enjoy this, because he's a fine Nashville singer-songwriter, musician, all the above. Here's a song called The Shopkeeper.
I think they blocked my number.
Oh, sweetness, now dry all your tears. And don't waste your water over dead pistoliers. They come down from the canyons to sit in saloons. And there'll be a dozen more here by tomorrow afternoon. The man who shot your lover is gone on the train. And the car cheats and cowboys are back at their drink. And they done took his pistols, his belt and his boots. And what little's left of him, I guess, belongs to you. 'Cause bullets break windows. If you're lucky, they make widows. If you're not, and I ain't one of your hot-headed flunkies, no, I just keep the shop. Oh lady, I'm not a fighting man. And I make my living with my back and my hands. And I don't rush to anger, I ain't quick to offend. And I will still be here when they all meet their end. Yes, they'll die in the saddle, just like they die in the street. They die from the cold and they die from the heat. But I live here in quiet, and I work here in peace. And I wonder if you'd like to live here with me. 'Cause bullets break windows. If you're lucky, they make widows. If you're not, so forget every one of them. Hotheads and flunkies, and help me keep the shop. So lady, oh lady, let go of your fighting man. For he is as dead as the rock and the sand. We'll bury his body, put a marker on his grave.